What's up, YouTube? It's me, NG, and I'm back. Today I'm into CES. Um, I thought it started the 7th, but lo and behold, just yesterday, last night, the new tech began to come out, and a lot of the tech YouTubers and larger companies began to show some of the uh, new phones and TVs and concepts that were available to show at the start of the conference. But with all of that going on, it made me want to reflect on a piece of tech that no one is really talking about as much. And that, my friends, as always, is my Galaxy Fold. Um, it came out September, and I've had since day one. Uh, of course, it came out to much fanfare, but not for the reasons one might think, but more so because of the negatives that came with it, with the first launch. Everyone knows the story of the Fold, and if you don't, um, it had issues. The inside screen, the folding screen, began to break down in a lot of tech YouTubers' hands. There was a film over that many of them tried to peel off, and upon doing that, it was found it was an integral part of the folding tech, and it ruined the screen. So Samsung went back to the drawing board and fixed all of the little issues with dirt and with the hinge and with the screen itself, and re-released the device in September. Now, I was waiting for it since day one. I actually saw it in April at the Samsung store when they had all of the various colors, and I really wanted that of blue and yellow. It was so pretty. But no, upon the re-release, there's only black and silver. I think it was to just get it into people's hands as quickly as possible, as they didn't expect to sell that many, especially with the cloud of negative energy towards the phone. And even upon its release, everyone was saying, "Oh, no one should buy it. It's a expensive experiment." People were asking why, so on and so forth. Well, this little rant is really about how I and others like me have had this phone since day one of its release, or within that time, and have had no issue. I know all this new stuff is about to come out, about to be released upon the tech world. All kinds of new phones and mobile technologies. We have CES going on now, Mobile World Congress in, what was it, February? No, April. Well, within the next 2 months, the floodgates of new tech is about to be unleashed, and foldables will be there as well. But the Galaxy Fold never, to me, got its due. It was the first mass-produced, relevant, foldable phone. Yes, the first batch had its issues, but once it was fixed, this phone should have been, in my opinion, on the top of everyone's list as what the future of mobile phones are. Like I said, I've had this since September, and my screen has yet to tear. It hasn't cracked. Everything works fine. This one has changed my mobile life. Yes, people say, "Oh, it's overly expensive, this and that, blah, 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 blah," and I would not disagree. It's a $2,000 phone. You could buy 4, 5, 6 of some other phone for that same price, but you wouldn't get this taste of the future. And There's no denying it. Foldable tech like this is where every mobile device will be heading soon. The ability to have more space, more viewable area that can fit in your pocket when you don't need it. That's where everything is going. Yes, I know the new iPhones and Samsungs and so on, the Huawei's and the Sony's. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that will be seen in the future. They are still keeping the candy bar shape for their phones because it's the most popular design. It's what many of them are used to. Well, that's what everyone is used to, that candy bar form factor. But make no mistake, slowly the foldable design for phones and tablets is going to take over. The Razr phone is supposed to be released probably next month, with pre-orders this month, and that's a foldable. The new Samsung foldable phone, it has just been, well, it was announced, I think, over the weekend. Their Unpacked event is February 11th, and it is rumored that they're going to unveil the new S line, called the S11 or the S20. We aren't quite sure, but also their new foldable, the Galaxy Fold 2, if that's the name. But it folds up like the Razr phone, or it folds along the horizontal angle as opposed to the vertical angle. But this phone here, this look into the future of mobile devices has been a technological marvel for me and everyone who has seen me with this device. My family, my friends, people on the street. Because yes, it's been out since September, but I've yet to see one in the wild except for my own. It's not the most popular device, and I can contribute that to the price, but also the negative stigma that came with the device due to the mishaps from the original release window in April. No one trusted the device, and it's a shame. No one trusted it, and upon its release, all those who had an interest, or many of them, held back. They didn't take that chance to give this phone its due. Now, with all of these older foldables coming out, this phone won't have that chance to shine, because all these new foldables are going to be considerably cheaper than this one here. Even the new Samsung foldable phone won't use this plastic screen. I hear they got somehow a very thin foldable glass that will be used for their foldables from now on. So it is very probable that the next fold, like this anyway, will have the S Pen, something that we've all wanted on our Galaxy Fold. To turn this to a Note 10, or not Note 10, but a Note-like phone from their Note line would be amazing. The S Pen on this would make this thing so much more, not usable, but so much more efficient in its use. But yeah, this phone has done so much. It has caused so many conversations. When people see this phone, even now, months later, there's many that don't know what it is. They're in awe when I open it, when they see me playing a game or reading, using Samsung Pay, anything along those lines. Like, wow, what is that? And it's amazing me that this tech has been out for so long and people still don't know why. It's not pushed. Even Samsung themselves seems to have fallen back on promoting the phone, on the advertising of any kind of the phone. Their S line, their Note line, they've all been pushed to the forefront of what people see. The media, the public, they all know these phones. they've all been getting updates and sales and everything else. The S10 Lite and the Note 10 Lite were just announced, what, 2 days ago, maybe 3. And again, I mean, not to knock those phones, because truth be told, I will probably get a Note 10 Lite because they brought back the headphone jack. That's all it takes. I'm a very simple guy. Don't take away features from newer devices that are in older devices without just cause. The headphone jack is a no-brainer. The Note line was, as they say, the Swiss Army knife of mobile phones. It could do everything and then some. Don't take away its features to follow some trend set by Apple. We don't need that. You made a mistake with taking it away from the Note line, and I don't know how many sales you lost, but with the Note 10 Lite, you put it back, so I thank you. He told me that the new Fold will have the headphone jack back, but I digress. The Fold here, I do wish it got more coverage in the positive light. When it came out, like I said, everyone was negative towards it. There was barely a positive feature on this phone. Everyone was saying, like I said, don't buy it. It's too expensive. Stay away. But if you were to just give it a chance like I have and a few others, you would see that this is probably the only phone you would need. I mean, yes, I have multiple phones, but I have issues. But I can't deny that this is the one phone that I keep with me every day. I'll swap out the other ones, because I always have two. But this phone is always with me because it really, really does everything so well. It's fast. It has what? 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of memory, Snapdragon 855 processor. I know too many of those numbers don't mean anything, but right now that is the high end of phone specs, and this is what is powering this phone. It's faster than many laptops. Yes, it also costs more, but you can't put a laptop in your pocket. There's very little this phone cannot do. And with the screen, you could do it with such visual style. You can take everything in, from simple things like YouTube and Netflix to more complex things like spreadsheets and Word documents. Everything on this phone is just made better because you have this massive screen. I don't know how big this screen looks to you here, but if you were, this screen is what? It's pretty much the size of an iPad, the iPad Mini. It's a 7.3-inch screen. If you use an iPad, I actually have a picture where I have this beside an iPad Mini. Perhaps I should pull it up. But it's nearly the exact same size. But this fits in your pocket. I get so much work done on this device. Even now, 4 months later, it has not slowed down. It has not shown anywhere other than the usual use case. And even with that, the case that the phone came with, this Kevlar, has protected my device so well. It has dropped, it has been thrown, not by me, but you have kids, you have a wife, friends, stuff happens. But it hasn't broken, it hasn't exploded. And no, I don't use this phone with baby hands. There's no extra care given to this phone over the other phones. It has proven itself. I know how to use a Fold. When you don't have to have it open, don't have it open. But this is the most fragile piece, the screen. But as long as you don't put your nails on it, why you would, I don't know. Don't put a blade to it. Again, why you would, I don't know. You use it for what you need to use it for, and you close it up. That is the beauty of it. You just close it up and you go about your business. This phone here, this Galaxy Fold, I do look forward to what Samsung does with future releases. Because this here, as good as it is, can only be made better. So much better. Because tech advances so fast. They actually made another version of this that people are saying should have been the one that was released in America. It has the faster chip, a slightly more angular design. As far as I know, that was the main thing. I think the screens are also the same. So the main thing is the 855 plus chip and the slight design. Oh, and the little space in between here, because the foldable screen can't actually fold flat. There's a little space in it. It folds over, but not flat. They say that with the new one, there's less space. Not that this bothers me at all. There is a space there. You can see it, but not so much that anything is getting in there to mess up the screen here. Like I said, I've had this since day one with no issue to my device. And there's no screen protector on this. Worst thing that has happened here, fingerprints. And tons of them, because I use this phone a lot. Yeah, so I just want to express what a great device this is. And with all these new ones coming out, from all these textures that are about to be unleashed, before you go looking at, oh, this is the future of mobile devices, just know that the future came last year. The future came out in September. The Galaxy Fold is the future of mobile phones. Everything you are going to see that is coming up, this phone here is still the most, what is the word I would like to use here? This phone here is still the most intuitive. The best design of all these new phones. These things have this candy bar frame that everyone has used. This one pushed the envelope of what you can do with mobile design. And people are afraid of what's new. This one here embraced that uniqueness and brought you a phone that can fold and unfold, give you space, then take it away, and all the power to do everything you need to do with your mobile device at any given time. This thing here, this Galaxy Fold, is the future of everything you are going to see. The new Sony is coming. The new iPhones are coming. The Huawei P40 is coming. The LG G9. All of these phones are still trapped in this old box of what people have become so accustomed to, and they're afraid to expand. They're afraid to take a chance with something new. LG not so much, because they did put that folding screen on the LG G8X. And that is a great phone, a wonderful device. So I'm hoping with the LG G9, they keep it going. I did see some patents from them to put those folding screens on every phone. It's just a case you can buy for any device that expands, because the case is just a folding screen and it folds around your phone. So I do hope that case does see the light of day, because that would be very, very, very useful. But aside from that, all these other manufacturers are playing it safe. And I do think that for the mobile business to gain any kind of traction, because we all know the sales are slowing down. They need to take a chance, like Samsung did with this. Did they sell a million? No way in hell. I think they barely got 500,000, if even that. But the tech is there, and because they did it, all the companies are slowly getting into the folding phone market. TCL has a folding tablet that they showed off at Mobile World Congress. Like I said, the new Razr is coming out. The new Samsung folding phone is coming out. Huawei is making a new version to the Mate X. So they are coming slowly but surely. These folding devices are coming, and the more they come, the more the tech will improve. The more the price will drop, so that the everyday man and woman will be able to get folding tech in their pocket and be able to experience what I have been experiencing and others with the Fold for the past 4 months. This tech is nothing like you have used. People say, "Oh, it's just a tablet." No, it's not just a tablet. When you can fold up your tablet and put it away and keep it with you at all times, make phone calls, watch shows, multitask like there's no tomorrow. Have 3-4 screens open at once if you work it right. Why would you need to? I don't know, but it has come to a point where I have used 3 or 4 at a time, looking at pictures to put on my site while reading an article about the picture that I am editing. All of those open at once on this because the screen can fit it all. There's no having to squint your eyes. What is this? It's engaging. It pulls you in. This screen here, wonderful. The colors. It's not a 120 hertz refresh rate or even a 90 hertz refresh rate, but it just moves so smooth. Why? That 12 gigs of RAM keeps everything going. The lag is minimal. If you haven't experienced a Galaxy Fold, you owe it to yourself before you go jump in and buy any of these other phones that are coming. If it's within the same price range, 1,000 and up, 1,200, 13, 14, 1,500 up, before you go grab those, you just might want to look into the Galaxy Fold and see if this new tech, this emerging tech, would be better suited for what you need or for what you want, because none of them offer what this phone does. There's even a 5G version if 5G is your thing. I don't know how much that one costs. It's not available in the US through normal channels, but it is there. And I can almost guarantee that no phone you purchase, aside from maybe an iPhone, and even that, probably not, will offer the benefits that this phone has. None of them. People say, "Oh, it's just a Samsung." No, it's so much more than a Samsung phone. So much more. Once you use one, once you begin to understand how this tech works, how you can use it to better your mobile experience, it will be overly hard to go back to a normal phone, a regular candy bar phone. Almost impossible. This phone does not leave my pocket unless I have to charge it. I'll have this and my iPhone, or this and, as you know, my Note 8. Why do I still have a Note 8? Because I don't like the Note 10. I'm a simple guy, but I know what a good device is, and I can tell you that this here, the Galaxy Fold, is probably the best mobile device, to me, anyway, that came out last year. And a lot of good stuff came out last year. But nothing was as intuitive. Nothing was as inventive. Nothing took a chance and made it work like this phone did. So I just wanted to share that. I know I go on these rants, but when I feel the need, I just have to share. Seeing all this new stuff on CES and so on made me really want to just talk about this phone some more. Why? Because the Galaxy Fold is just the future of mobile phones, and all these new phones with all their little quirks still don't hold up to what this phone is. It's crazy. This one was supposed to come out last April, and almost a year later, phone just still playing catch up to this phone. It's amazing. It's future proofed. And once Samsung finally gives the U.S. versions the what's it, Android 10 update, even more so. We're still running on Android 9, uh, one UI version 1.5. So it's quite version 2, but it's more so than version 1. So I mean, it works. But I just wanted to share that. So this is NG and my Galaxy Fold. This is what I'm into.